Here I am at the House of USA, and it's Palestine Day, and today I met up with Yusef, Reverend Yusef, and I met him during the Black History Month this year, and I'm inviting him to speak this coming year at our Black History Month. Why? Specifically, tell us why.
Why? Because America, the United States of America, is such a tapestry of culture and heritage and cooperation. And one of the things I really want to talk about is the cooperation between black and brown communities throughout the history of this nation. So what I want to talk about from the Civil War, how did Cinco de Mayo impact the Civil War and the black and brown relationship in the Civil War, and how it impacts Juneteenth, which is very important to African Americans, Juneteenth, but a lot of people don't know the connection between Cinco de Mayo and Juneteenth, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how that evolved through history of black and brown communities being forced into the same segregated communities and developing a bond, and we're also going to develop that into the modern times, like especially starting in the 60s, where the Black Panthers and the Brown Berets came together to work on social justice issues on the streets. And we also have our brother Cesar Chavez and what he was doing during the time of Martin Luther King, and how they both worked together and thought together. They didn't meet, but they corresponded with one another all the way up until what we see today. We as black and brown people should get back to our heritage of working together, supporting one another, and to fight against injustice in all its forms.
Amen. And then also, Mexico had the first black president.
That's right. Before there was a Barack Obama, there was a Vicente Guerrero in Mexico, and he was the first one to abolish slavery in Mexico, long before the United States. So, and then as time went on, there was a full ban on slavery in the entire area of Mexico when Texas broke away. So we're going to talk about those connections and how people of African descent escaped into Mexico from slavery, and the Mexican peoples, they protected them. They even fought against their captors to protect them in Mexico. So all of those things are rich history that we both need to know and celebrate each other and work with each other.
And that's why we are here at the House of USA, because united we stand. That's a wrap.